Ever wonder what really happens inside your body when you just stop eating for a little while? Not in a restrictive diet way, but by simply extending the natural break you take from food every night. It is a question that goes beyond just weight loss and touches on something much deeper: how our bodies are designed to clean up and renew themselves. Welcome to The Better Habit, where we explore health and nutrition in a way that's realistic, sustainable, and actually works for your life. Today, we're diving into the fascinating process of intermittent fasting, specifically what unfolds around the 16-hour mark. We'll uncover a powerful cellular cleanup crew that gets to work when you're not digesting. And by the end, you'll understand if this is a tool that could support your long-term health. So let's start with the basics. Intermittent fasting, or F, isn't a diet. It's an eating pattern. It doesn't tell you what to eat, but rather when to eat. The most common approach is the 16-to-8 method. This means you have an 8-hour window for your meals, and you fast for the remaining 16 hours. For most people, this is more achievable than it sounds. If you finish dinner at 8 p.m. and have your first meal the next day at noon, you've just completed a 16-hour fast. You were asleep for most of it. For a long time, we were told to eat small meals all day long to keep our metabolism going. But emerging science suggests that giving our digestive system a deliberate break might be one of the kindest things we can do for our bodies. Think about it. Our bodies are constantly working. Digesting food is a huge energy-intensive job. When we're always eating, our body is always in processing mode, focused on breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and storing energy. It never really gets a chance to switch gears and focus on maintenance and repair. This is where the magic of the 16-hour window comes in. When you stop eating, your body starts to shift its priorities. For the first several hours, it's still burning through the glucose from your last meal. But as that glucose runs out, your insulin levels drop significantly. This drop in insulin is a crucial signal. It tells your body, okay, no new energy is coming in, so it's time to tap into our stored fuel. This is when your body starts burning stored fat for energy, a state known as ketosis. This metabolic flexibility, the ability to switch between burning carbs and burning fat, is a hallmark of a healthy EFFIC metabolism. But something even more profound starts to happen around the 12 to 16-hour mark. This process is called autophagy. It sounds complicated, but the concept is beautifully simple. Autophagy literally means self-eating. It's your body's innate cellular recycling program. Imagine your cells are like tiny houses. Over time, junk accumulates inside them: old, damaged proteins, dysfunctional mitochondria, and other cellular debris. This clutter can interfere with the cell's ability to function properly and is linked to aging and various health issues. Autophagy is the cleanup crew that comes in, gathers up all this junk, breaks it down into its basic building blocks, and recycles it. Your body can then use these raw materials to create new, healthy cellular components or to generate energy. It's the ultimate form of sustainable living, happening right inside your own cells. It's your body's way of tidying up, repairing itself, and making everything run more efficiently. So why does fasting trigger this? Because when your body isn't busy with the constant task of digestion, it finally has the energy and the biological signal, low insulin, to focus on this deep cleaning. It's like trying to deep clean your kitchen while you're still cooking a 5-course meal. It's just not practical. You need to stop cooking, clear the counters, and then you can really get to work scrubbing and organizing. Fasting is that pause that allows the deep clean to begin. This isn't just a weight loss trick. In fact, many people who practice intermittent fasting do so for benefits that have nothing to do with the scale. They report feeling more mental clarity and focus. This fasting-induced clarity might be partly due to the brain running on ketones, a cleaner and more efficient fuel source than glucose, and also because autophagy helps clear out cellular debris in our brain cells. It's like defragging your computer's hard drive. Everything just runs a bit smoother afterward. Others notice more stable energy levels throughout the day. When you're not on the blood sugar roller coaster of constant snacking, you avoid those energy spikes and crashes. Instead, your body learns to rely on its own stable, long-lasting fat stores for fuel, giving you a more consistent stream of energy. Now it's really important to address a common myth. Many people hear fasting and immediately think of starvation or extreme deprivation. That's not what this is about. It's about creating a window for rest and repair, not about punishing yourself or severely restricting calories. The goal isn't to eat less, but to eat within a more condensed time frame, allowing your body to fully benefit from the time you're not eating. Of course, intermittent fasting isn't for everyone. If you have a history of eating disorders, are pregnant or breastfeeding, have certain medical conditions like diabetes, or are underweight, it's crucial to speak with a healthcare professional before making any changes to your eating schedule. This is about finding what works for your unique body, not following a rigid rule. The foundation of good health is always self-awareness and listening to your body's signals. So how can you explore this in a gentle, sustainable way? The key is to start small. You don't have to jump straight into a 16-hour fast tomorrow. Here's a simple, actionable takeaway to experiment with. First, just start by paying attention to your current eating window. For a few days, notice what time you have your last bite of food at night and what time you have your first bite the next morning. No judgment, just observation. You might be surprised to find your fasting window is already around 10 or 11 hours. Your first small habit could be to simply try extending that window to 12 hours. That's it. For most people, this just means closing the kitchen a little earlier at night and avoiding that late-night snack. A 12-hour fast is a fantastic starting point. It gives your digestive system a solid break and begins to prime your body for some of these repair processes. See how that feels for a week. Do you notice any changes in your energy, your digestion, or your sleep? If that feels good and manageable, you could then try stretching it to 13 or 14 hours. Maybe you push your breakfast back by an hour. The key is to make it a gradual experiment, not a drastic overhaul. The goal of the better habit is progress, not perfection. This isn't an all-or-nothing challenge. Maybe you do a 14-hour fast on weekdays and relax a bit on weekends. That's perfectly fine. It's about finding a rhythm that feels supportive and energizing for you, not one that adds stress to your life. Remember to stay well hydrated during your fast. Water, black coffee, and herbal tea are your friends and won't break the fast. And when you do break your fast, focus on a balanced, nutrient-rich meal with protein, healthy fats, and fiber to refuel your body well. Ultimately, understanding autophagy and the 16-hour window is about appreciating the incredible intelligence of your body. It has a built-in system for self-renewal. By creating intentional pauses from eating, we're not depriving ourselves. We're giving our bodies the space they need to perform this vital maintenance, leading to better energy, sharper focus, and long-term cellular health. It's a simple shift in timing that can become a powerful habit for well-being. If this exploration was helpful, please give the video a like and consider sharing it with someone else who's curious about building healthier, more sustainable habits. I'd love to hear your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Have you ever tried intermittent fasting? What was your experience? Subscribe to The Better Habit for more simple, science-based ways to feel better every day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.